Hello Twin Flames, this is Victoria and I'm here with your daily energy check. Let's get started right away. I'm planning to do a shorter video today because I did a long one yesterday. So if you want to check out, I went live and I did a more extended reading about divine masculines. I also did a few questions for divine feminines and I answered the questions that I got in email. So if you were asking those especially, you may want to check that out. It was my experimental live stream. I'll definitely do better next time, but this was fun. So let's see what's going on with divine feminine and then with divine masculine. Feminine have got two cards. Replacing what was lost, you now have the opportunity to rejuvenate and start anew. Create with a new perspective or outlook. This card may also indicate abundance is on the horizon. That's what we like to hear, right? Abundance on the horizon. Look how beautiful this is. And then we have another amazing card that's called Dancing in the Rainbow. Break free from whatever you feel is holding you back. Express happiness. Find out what you truly desire. I love both of these. Look how beautiful they are. I love this. Number 7 and number 12. Okay, let's get into the main reading. Let's see what's going on with DF, DM, and the connection. Remember, this is a general reading, so take only what resonates and leave what doesn't. We have the High Priestess for Divine Feminine. 10 of Cups for Divine Masculine. Oh my gosh. What about the connection? Eight of Cups in reverse. Bottom of the deck, the Hierophant. So that's actually the Hierophant and the High Priestess. They are a couple, right? The priest and the priestess. Take from it what you will. Please clarify High Priestess. Okay, please clarify 10 of Cups. High Priestess is the Cancerian energy. Hierophant is Taurus. Okay. Thank you. Bottom of the deck, 10 of Pentacles. Love it. So we are talking about reaching happiness in the community, in the society. Actually, both of these cards that we got in the bottom of both decks talk about external recognition, about culture, tradition, rules, things like that, right? So this is about external. And although this is a priest, right, the spiritual world, but still this is about the embodiment of like religious of religion in our lives, right? Of external rituals, of how do we acknowledge that? How do we give thanks, right? How do we recognize religion in our lives? In some of the decks, Hierophant is actually marrying a couple, right? The people at least are kneeling in front of him, right? It's about this external gratification, recognition. And 10 of Pentacles is external. It's about being part of the community and having harmony in it, right? Different generations, how do they collaborate with each other? That's what is building our community, right? It starts with a family, with a small group of people, with a smaller community around an individual, and then it scales up into neighborhoods, into towns, cities, countries, and the world eventually. It's an interesting thought. Okay, so Divine Feminines have got High Priestess with clarified by 9 of Swords. So what I'm getting here is Divine Feminine is finally letting go of the anxiety and of sleepless nights and getting fully into, she embraces this High Priestess energy to manifest new level of happiness, new level of awareness into her life. We are going to be having full moon next week. So this is like we're getting already the beginning of those full moon energies. Very feminine energy. And yeah, we have here like High Priestess corresponds with Cancer and with the Moon. So yeah, drawing on the energy of the Moon to find new levels of peace and harmony, to be able to find new levels of mastery and of ascension. That's beautiful. Focusing on herself, obviously. And she's also holding a pomegranate. Is it? Yes, it is. It's a pomegranate from a tree of love, from the tree of life, right? That's all about that sacred knowledge that she's holding. And that she, like, it's an open pomegranate, like, looks like she's about to eat it, right? So she's feeding on that sacred knowledge to feed her soul. And this is so much more gratifying than feeding your body. And I mean that literally, but also figuratively, right? Of like following earthly temptations to make our body happy versus feeding our soul. So right now, Divine Feminine is focusing on feeding her soul. Divine Masculine, Ten of Cups, clarified by King of Wands. That's nice. So when Divine Masculine, while Feminist is focusing on herself, Divine Masculine is growing up, I'm hearing, growing courage, growing beard. For some of them is this line, it's funny. Becoming more mature, more aware, and this is getting them into this Ten of Cups energy. This is like the adult love I'm hearing. So if it were Knight of Wands here, we would say, yeah, a lot of physical attraction, a lot of sexual drive. But it's King of Wands. It's a wise guy, right? A shaman, somebody who knows like what's what, right? Or what those urges mean. Even if like, he's a King of Wands, right? So he has those energies. His sacral chakra is on fire, but he knows what it means, and that true love, Ten of Cups, is so much more than sexual drive and attraction, right? So they can transmute that, or they use their energy to help them transmute any negativity. And remember, I told you about growing a beard and becoming courageous and have like pointing to this line, right? So it actually takes courage. It takes this kind of power to overcome fear, right? So you see, like, again, this kind of duality and transmutation from fear into love. For the connection, we have Eight of Cups in reverse, clarified by Five of Wands and Four of Swords. So it looks like twins have been through a lot lately, and they're letting go. They're leaving behind certain things that don't serve them. And again, you see the full moon here, but they're taking it one day at a time, not even one step, but one day at a time. So they understand that they may not be strong enough in the moment because they've seen so much, or they had to go through so much struggle, so much fighting in the physical, like with people around them who get involved or who impose their opinions, who tell them what to do, who tell them how they're supposed to be, who they're supposed to be, and they need to take rest now. So they're still on the journey. They're still releasing things and people that are not serving them, but it's a bit slower journey for the moment. That's what I'm getting, because they need to take some rest. They need a break. It's like any warrior that, you know, after a battle needs to take cover and to have a good sleep before continuing this journey. And this is a spiritual journey, so at times it's not as physically exhausting, but it's definitely very challenging from mental and emotional standpoint. So still means your body, like your physical shell, still needs to rest, right? To recuperate, to recharge, to balance, and to ground. It's super important for taking more steps forward, to get your body out of a shocking experience into the calm, right? Into the inner peace. Okay, let's get messages from between the twins. I'm gonna do it with the tarot actually. I'm just gonna keep going. So let's get messages from, I'm gonna use Thelema deck to get messages from Divine Masculines to Divine Feminines. What would they like to tell us? Anything else? Okay, wow. Talkative Divine Masculines today. We have the Wheel of Fortune, we have Ace of Cups in reverse, and we have Page of Swords. So this is Sagittarius energy. You could be dealing with a Sag, like your masculine could be one. But what I'm getting here is that right now they feel a little bit immature and insecure to be pursuing you. So they kind of like, they trust in the universe, they trust in the divine, that it's gonna help them with self-love, with confidence, and with moving forward and overcoming any challenges and fears that they see on their way. But yeah, right now that's like they don't feel strong enough, big enough, you know, good enough for you. So that's why they're working on themselves, kind of on the down low. They don't feel like they have a lot to offer to you right now with where they are in their life. So, but they do trust that the time will come when they can, and they're just doing what they can at this moment. Okay, from Divine Feminines to Divine Masculines. What do they have to tell us? Well, not us, but you know, Divine Masculines. DF to DM message, please. Come on. Come on now. Anything else? Okay, thank you. All right, we got the Chariot again. It's been, wow, Wheel of Fortune, it's been falling out a lot. 5 of Swords and 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, so again, and you know, Wheel of Fortune, you see this mirroring here. But it's not the same, of course. So again, we have Sag, but with the Chariot we also have the Cancerian energy. Yeah, so we have 2 major and 2 minor arcanas here. Basically, Divine Feminines also trust in the divine, in the power of divine timing, and they know that their dream will come true, the divine partnership is already there. The fact that it doesn't show up in the physical is an illusion. They trust in that, they truly believe in that. And that thought helps them to keep going, to stick to their journey. You know, that love to be, I'm hearing like the petrol, the gasoline of their vehicle that is moving. And I know a Chariot is actually about like a carriage, but you know, he's using the Sphinx, so why not use gasoline? I don't know, why not? Anyway, that belief, that hope, and that faith, those things are igniting the carriage and keep Divine Feminine going. But yeah, this and the underlying factor beneath that is the belief in this divine love and divine partnership in the twin flame journey. So yeah, and part of how they see it is, of course, because you DMs are in their lives. That's how they get reminded from time to time. Okay, this was beautiful. Thanks very much for joining me today, guys. And as usual, I'll be back again very, very soon. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, or comment to this video. Bye.